Let's discuss the greatest of all time now with Dave Naylor. Dave, we've heard that term, that acronym GOAT, thrown around a lot over the years, with each sport seemingly having one. When you look at team sports in North America, of course, you got Michael Jordan, some might say LeBron James, Wayne Gretzky. There's been an argument for Bobby Orr, but you believe Tom Brady is the GOAT of GOATs. Explain that.
Well, you start with 23 seasons, which is an enormity in any professional sport, but especially in the National Football League. And you look at what Tom Brady achieved through those 23 seasons, the thing that every athlete shoots for, consistent greatness. So much of football is age and trying to be able to manage your career as you get older and deal with the injuries and the attrition that just comes from playing the game. And Tom Brady never really lost it. I mean, you look at his last season in Tampa Bay, a pretty mediocre team around him. He threw for more than 4,600 yards and had one of the lowest interception percentages of his career. And we know when he was in New England, they won and won and won and won, and then he left. They didn't win anymore, and he won another time in Tampa Bay. But, you know, I think when you go to the 7 championships, I mean, that is an incredible measure for any athlete in any sport. But to do it in football, you know, a sport with 32 teams, and the quarterback, as much as he is the most influential player in any team sport, he doesn't play for half the game. There's so much in football you don't control, whether it's a missed block or a drop pass. Tom Brady had to be near perfect in so many of those critical instances on those Super Bowl journeys, and he had to make those around him rise with him. I think that's what made Tom Brady the greatest team sport athlete of all time.
Now, I mentioned some of the names who've been branded GOATs in their sport. Gretzky and Jordan, you followed their careers a lot, as did I. Is there a trait of Brady's shared with some of these other GOATs?
Well, I think the ability to rise all of those around you, to bring them to a different level, is certainly something that Tom Brady shares with athletes like Wayne Gretzky and Michael Jordan. But I think the biggest thing that they all shared was that sense that in an important game, with the game on the line, if it was possible to get it done, they were going to get it done. And I think there was a psychological edge there. The same thing that people who sat in front of their televisions felt when a game was on the line and Michael Jordan had the ball, or Tom Brady trotted out on the field with a minute and a half left, you know, with 60 yards to go for a winning touchdown. The same thing that viewers felt, that inevitability. I think the players that lined up across them felt that same thing and ultimately usually experienced that same thing.
Well, this might support your first point even more. There have been debates, as mentioned, within hockey about Gretzky versus Bobby Orr in basketball, Jordan, LeBron. It is hard to imagine any debate at this point in football. Dave Naylor, thank you.